Hello friends, so today we are just going through this the EdTech firm LIDO Learning, which has been in the news from the last couple of days, and the news states that LIDO lays off over 150 employees just 5 months after raising $10 million, and so this is a news which has come, and let's see how much we can, probably go through it and see what exactly we can make out of the news. So it says that employees cry on social media as this class is getting shut down. So it says in a nightmare which is for more than 150 employees, as several vendors and employees of Lido Learning took to social media and professional networking platforms complaining about delayed payments and no salary for nearly 2 months. So probably that could be the issue, and now probably they are deciding to shut down. And if you check in case you check the more reviews, it says my first worst experience in a ED tech industry. The company closed its business suddenly in the morning, 2 days before salary day, without giving any notice to anyone. It is no other than Lido. So let's just go through their website, and because I was also once offered a job in Lido, and but I was not really very convinced as it was a new setup and did not want to risk myself with this. And if you just check the Lido, the website looks very cool. Website, if you check, and the question bank, the students with obviously everyone above 90%, and a lot of feedbacks from tutors and parents. And also, if you check, they have given the comparison why Lido is good and why not others. And you can also learn obviously coding, English, maths, science. So we have nothing against this company, but the problem is that uh, in today's video, what I'll discuss is like what are the the steps which we can probably follow, and we can just make sure that we don't fall into a trap, or we don't get into a class wherein it suddenly shuts down, and we instead of studying we start panicking and about our future. So let's just go ahead, and I've just made a small presentation, and in this we have just tried to understand what exactly we can do before we select a coaching class. So let's start off with the first thing, which is the most important and probably the most neglected part. So the teachers, and we always, when we take a admission in a coaching class, we interact with the marketing, with the HR. We probably get a free tablet, and we check the how the infrastructure is, and we are quite happy, and we take the admission, and not realizing that ultimately it will be the teachers who will have to be with you for the next few years, or in case you are for 11th and 12th, for the next 2 years. And so that is the first and the most important whenever you try to join something, because nowadays there is lot of startups, education startups, lot of coaching classes. Even if you go out of your house on the road, you'll see a lot of setups. And so the most important thing is teachers. So obviously when you meet a teacher, you first have to, whenever you go to a coaching class, try meeting the teachers, and instead of asking them whether they are from the IITs or from the IMs or from which college, you first ask him how long he has been with the company and what is his vision, right? Because that will actually give you the a clear idea that what is the teacher, how long is the teacher been with the company, how long he wants to be with the company, and how much is he reliable. And if possible, so this is a tricky question, but if possible, do ask him whether he's getting his salary on time, because that is the I think in a lot of coaching classes, this is a problem where teachers don't get their salaries on time, and there are people uh, with 3 to 4 months to 6 months of pending salaries, and you can just imagine how will you feel in case you're not getting your salary. How will you teach your kids or your students? So just make sure you have a clear idea of, like, about the teachers, what exactly, which company are you, or which coaching class are you going into. So that is the first thing. Second, would again a very important thing, that is student feedback. Ask the current and the ex students about the class. Okay. uh, don't take the feedback of students on the class website very seriously. Obviously none of the coaching class will will put a negative feedback on their website, right? So they will only put positive feedbacks, and we know how feedbacks can be taken and written on the website. So just be very careful of that. Don't take it seriously. Um and the main thing is you ask the current and the ex students about the class, and they will give you a clear picture. If possible, you should also check with the parents. Check with the parents of the students, because they are the ones who, they'll attend the PTMs, and they will have a better idea of the class, about the professors, how everyone is. So if possible, do check with them. And then you have to check how often does a teacher change, because that is also very important. Because normally, uh, what happens is, like, if you are joining for a 2-year course, and in the entire 2 years, suppose you are maths teacher, and you have a maths teacher, and the maths teacher keeps changing after every 2 months. So you have to check the stability of teachers. Is there a same teacher, or at least if there are two teachers or three teachers, are they there for the entire 2 years, or every 2 months there is a new teacher? So that is something you have to take care of it. And the last, again, for this point is that there are times when there is a star faculty. Every coaching class tries to have one or two star faculties, the one from the IITs, so that when you go for admission, you can just ask who is, whether the faculty is from IIT, and he'll say yes, we have IIT in faculties, and that staff faculty will probably take the initial lectures to increase the admission, and then rest of the year is handled by new teachers. So be very very careful of it. So this can only be given to you, this information will only be given to you by the students, and none other than that. No HR, no marketing will ever tell you this. So try meeting with students, and it's not that difficult to meet students. You can just, the coaching class, or probably anywhere where you're going, you can just go to that coaching class, wait for the students to come out, and you can always have a one-to-one talk with them. And I'm sure there would be some students will be happy to share their feedback. The third is, again, I think students are very intelligent now, but again, there will be times when you fall for those gimmicks. So don't take admission just for that free tablet. I mean, you can do good in life, and you can always buy that tablet. So don't take that admission for just for that free tablet. Stay away from marketing guys. I mean, they would be the ones, who will be wearing the tie and the coat, and they will be behind you for the till the time you take the admission. And it's like when you go to a bank, and you have that marketing guy, or the manager who keeps selling you those ULIPs and insurance. So it's similar to that. So just stay away from them. Uh, so tablet, marketing person, and the website will not teach you, but the teacher, which is important. Because remember that you know you can hire a very good graphic designer, or a person who makes websites, and you can make an amazing website for your startup. And you can probably have some beautiful people in your HR and marketing. But then it's everything boils down to just first thing, and that is the teachers. Because if you don't have good teachers, so I don't think what will we do with the tablet, or with the marketing guy, or with the HR. So these are few points which, with experience I have found, and I'm sure this, in case if this helps you, so I'm sure before you take admission to any coaching class, just make sure you go through them, and you have a clear idea. And for people who are intelligent, for students who are intelligent, and there is a lot of free content on YouTube nowadays, and or else you can always take help from with private tuitions and all. Uh, so there are a lot of options, but in case you're going for a coaching class, or even for group tuitions, just make sure you have these things in mind before you select. And the reason this came up in my mind, because of this, that the this coaching class is shutting down. So, and nothing against this firm, because this is something which has come in the news. This is something which is we know because it's in the news. And believe me, there are so many of them which come and which go. There are so many coaching classes which come up and they go, and you don't even come to know when they disappeared. So the people keep changing their names, and they come up with new startups, new classes, and it's again the same thing. After 2 to 3 years, they shut down. So just be very careful. And even if there is something for free, like if you have a coaching class which is for free, just make sure that you don't just fall for everything which is free, because ultimately you're also giving your time for it. So you are spending your time, and you don't have to spend your time on something which is free but is not useful to you, right? So I hope this will help at least some students. And in case you have anything, any feedback for, or any feedback about any coaching class, do let me know in the comment section. And till my next video, please take care and bye bye.